So I did. What else? Watch. I can put the focus like just on my face. I mean, I need to. It's no view, but I can still do it. There we go. This is awesome. So, how's everybody doing? If you ever get the chance, I don't know. I kinda wanna talk to Beast Boy, but I kinda don't, because all he does is talk shit well to me. That's all I've experienced. He just talks a lot of shit. He doesn't let me talk. Apparently he destroyed me. He just took me down. No, he didn't. I'm still here, dude. I'm not gonna talk shit about you because I'm not that kind of person, but, whatever. Yeah, whatever. I mean, you deal with stuff however you want to, and whatever. I honestly, I don't know. You're not necessarily lying to your subscribers, but what you have, I can clearly point out instances where you have lied to your subscribers. The day after you had me on and you talked all that shit to me, the day after you had a stream in which you said that you don't punch down, but the previous day, that's exactly what you did, is punch down. You oh, dude, that's exactly what you did. You punched down. So that is one instance where you literally lied to your subscribers. There might be more. I don't know. I mean, if you're gonna be a Beast Boy and ask him questions, don't be rude. Be nice. Don't troll him. Don't be genuine. Don't mess around. That's not cool. I don't want you to troll him. You can ask him questions and stuff, but make sure you be nice. Mind your manners. He just sees one side of society, I guess, when you're not born disabled. There's a stark contrast between that and being born disabled and being born not disabled. That was a huge contrast. And how you're seen and how you're treated. And just everything. It's weird. Yeah, whatever. Not a lot of people understand that, though. It's but some people just don't care. I know of a few people that don't care whether I'm disabled or not. It's Mikey Famine is one of them. He's been in live chats of mine. I consider him a friend. He's helped me out when I needed it. Without even me asking him to, actually. That's even more of a badass. Steve McCray also. He was actually the first one I met, actually, on, it was just on Twitter at first. We'd tweet back and forth, and yeah. Eventually he let me on a live stream my mic. It sucked so bad. I can't believe he didn't, he could have just said, fuck that. You don't have a good mic, I can't have you, but he didn't. He helped me get this mic, actually. And if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have the computer I'm streaming from. The webcam's different. My mom gave me that. But if it wasn't for Steve, I wouldn't have this mic or this computer. So I owe him a lot for that. I think this is like 26% THC. I usually get over 20s. I love the over 20% shit because it's smoother than, but whatever. It's okay. We just gotten a lot stronger since back in the day. It was fuck. This standard swag weed is back in the day chronic. That's what we would call it. This swag would be chronic back then. Oh, fuck it. Let's see what happens. Let's close, like, yeah, let's close these. Let's, yeah, okay. See what happens. See if I, like, overheat and shut off. That would suck, but let's find out. Let's see. Move this around. There we go. Okay, there it is. Spittle. You'll be able to see me on OBS and look at my live chat in case somebody says hi. I can blow smoke rings, but my fan is on and I don't want to turn it off. If I got on Discord, I don't think I could do it. Let's find out. What the hell? Okay, let's. It is hard to keep track.
Fast, the sun laps the stars. The sun's going faster and moving faster than the stars are.
Yeah, it's this one.
I asked the Chloe to show me
the moon.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm gonna post the picture.
I asked the Chloe to show me a curved leveler. One of them said that someone in there has a curved leveler. I was like, this has got to be a prank. But nobody ever showed it to me.
Curved leveler.
What would it have? 2 bubbles of water in it or something? Like, how does it curve?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know, but I never found out. Because they just
One long
make these
bent
fucking...
bubble?
So, like, it's kind of weird that we use water to measure level because water seeks level. So we use that in like spirit levelers and stuff like that. Well, what does bubble do? How does bubble move in level?
You can make a curved tube and fill it with water, couldn't you?
Brandon, you're super low to me. Let me see if you can turn down or something.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my mic position was off.
Here you are.
Yeah, that was on me. Sorry. Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? How is everybody in here?
I mean, I want to stab myself in the ears after being in the Gem Panda server, but other than that, I made it out alive.
I'm doing alright. How are you doing?
Gem Panda. Okay. I might have to check that server out. Could you DM me a link?
Dude, trust me, it's not worth it. If you want to be called, if you want to be called a fag, if you wanted to be called a retard, a potato, a loser, if you want to be insulted for like no apparent reason at all, then yeah, go ahead and join that server. But honestly, it's like a whole bunch of adolescent apes. Just yeah, like a bunch of adolescent apes.
Hey guys, I have an idea. Would you like to go swimming with me in a septic tank?
What? Do you know that?
Diving into Gem Panda server would be like, hey guys, let's go swimming in the septic tank.
Well, do you know that has kind of always been that way? I mean, there have always been spots in the internet where there were like fight things and trolls, and you're never gonna get rid of that.
I literally just woke up to hear you guys talking about this. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Brandon. I don't mean to interrupt. I'm about to go get something to drink real quick, and I'll be right back. I just thought it was funny. I woke up to this conversation, and that was the first thing I said.
And that was rude, dude. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to be rude to you, Brandon.
It's okay.
I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
It's okay. I was just messing around.
Yeah, I took that picture of the moon. It was super low in the sky, and I barely noticed it next to a tree. And it looked like it was on its way out. And this was early-ish in the evening. It was only like
Let's see.
9. I can't remember. I have to look at the time. Glowing in front of the clouds again.
Hold on. I can
It's completely overcast sky.
input. Oh, okay.
I was gonna ask, anybody in here that's further up north that can see the phenomena that's going on?
Hello.
You talking about Northern Lights?
Yeah, it's, something to that effect.
Carmen and Drake can see those.
Mic should sound better now.
Hey, that's what's up.
Yeah, I switched to a streaming mic instead of headphones. Yeah, well.
Damn, it's like a romper room in there.
Actually, I'm curious. What do you think is an explanation for the Northern Lights? Is it what science tells us, or is it something else?
Well, of course there's a science to it. See, the thing is, if it's something you can observe and something you can see, that's the first step of the scientific method.
Yeah.
It's observation.
Is it charged?
So,
Sorry.
Oh, you're good. The Northern Lights is, it's an electromagnetic or geomagnetic phenomena, light phenomena, where, these, particles, if you will, are illuminated, with this, electromagnetics. I'm not, like, the best at explaining it.
Yeah, charged particles. That's what science says.
So it's, these are little particles in the atmosphere or whatever. And some people say that they can hear the Northern Lights, like there's a crackle, like a static, like radio static.
They do give off, the sun can give off radio waves. Definitely, all planets do.
Well, I'm talking about the
Well,
the northern
Jupiter
lights we
does.
get.
Well, yeah, okay. Sorry.
Is yeah, the northern lights. They give off light, and some people say that they can hear like the static because it's electro. It's like it's the static charged electromagnetic phenomena. I'm not, like I said, I'm not the best at explaining it. I've never ever seen it before. I'd love to. Gosh, I'd love to see the Northern Lights.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah. If the Earth were flat,
Questions in the brain?
if the Earth were flat,
Sorry.
yeah, I was asking a question. It's okay. If the Earth were flat, would you be able to see it everywhere? The Northern Lights? I think so. I mean, if it's that big of a phenomenon, then if the Earth were flat, like a pancake, well,
I mean, it's big. The Earth is pretty darn big, but
well,
the fact that you're not gonna see light from that distance. If we go like all the way across the salt flats, just pick a salt flat, pick any salt flat, and
Yeah.
say I just turn a flashlight on, like we can go in the dead of night, and I'll turn a flashlight on, and I'll get further and further away from you as I point that flashlight at you, right? Eventually, I'm gonna get so far away that you won't even be able to see the light coming from the flashlight anymore, right? That's possible.
well, you could still see it if it were football length away, definitely. Two. I'm thinking it's
I mean, yeah, do it. Go like 4 football fields away from
Wow.
from that flashlight. You're not gonna see the light anymore.
I think it,
You're
I
not
don't
gonna
know.
see it's the same
Maybe.
concept of Northern Lights. Is you're right here. You're right here. You're not gonna see those lights, which they're not very bright. They're not very bright lights. You're not gonna see those from all of these miles away. It just doesn't
Maybe.
work like that. And I mean, I can tell you why it doesn't work like that. I can tell you how light works because it's something called the inverse square law of light, where light spreads out.
Yeah.
And the light wave will eventually slow down, if you will. The light wave slows down and becomes more like a radio wave. So remember I told you that some people say that they can hear the northern lights? Because you're having like a light wave and radio wave kind of reaction, perhaps, at the same time. But I encourage you to look up and do some research on the inverse square law of light.
Oh, the wavelength. Oh, like you. Okay, I get it. I know what you're talking about now. The wavelength. Yeah. Like those different wavelength, like UV light, ultraviolet. I can't remember all the. Yeah, microwave light.
I posted a video that's
Here, I'll post
speculatory
I'll
this
post it.
for beer.
Radar is similar, but it's not light. It kind of is. It's like electromagnetic waves. Yeah, that's what radar is. Yeah. I'm getting it.
I'll send you a couple videos. I got you. Got you. Man, we're the cool kids over here. Like, I feel a little fucking traumatized going into Chimpanta, guys. Like, no joke. Damn. Never again.
I don't know if you're the
And I
cool
don't know what
kids,
it was like, if they were chill
but
or not. They
eh,
have no chill.
I like you. I
I
like.
like it over here because we're chill. And we could talk about science. And we could talk about science all in a chill way. Here you go, Brandon.
Are you DMing it to me or?
I put it in the text chat so that you could click on it and maybe save it to your own YouTube.
Hold on.
But
Okay, I see it. Yeah. Info scroller. Yeah.
let me post the other one too. These are really cool. These are fun little comprehensive physics. So this will give you a better understanding of the, I guess the time over distance ratio for light, because light's gonna slow down. Light doesn't speed up. The whole thing about light speed is kind of some malarkey, because light slows down. Light isn't speeding up.
What,
It's
it
slowing down.
in a medium? You know what I mean? I don't think light slows down. I think in certain mediums it takes longer for the path of light to get to the end, but it doesn't necessarily slow down. It just takes more time.
That if it's going slower, you know, if it's taking longer. You said taking longer, which means going slower.
Oh, it's bouncing off of all the different, like, I can't explain it. It bounces in the, yeah, it bounces, dude. It bounces inside.
I watch the videos, okay? Save those to your playlist, but give them a watch. They're short. They're short enough, you know. And it'll help you understand how light works, like how your eyes receive light.
Oh.
You know what I respect about when it comes to how you handle things, Brandon? Like, your perspective is this: you want to learn the answers to questions, and you don't see why we can't all be friends.
Yeah. And I disagree with you, but yeah, that doesn't mean we can't, like, hang out.
Yeah, man. But you're like, you see all these people fighting though, and you're like, why are you guys fighting? You're like,
It's-
just trying to figure stuff out. I get it, man.
Yeah, it gets chaotic on both sides. I mean, you may not think so, but I've seen it get chaotic on both sides.
Yeah.
I've seen outright don't show file stuff.
I know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two. We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. I know what you mean. I know.
Yeah, nice.
A lot of people get heated though. It's just passionate about what they like know or believe, and then there you go. You got.
It gets personal. It gets personal after a while. I don't know why, but
They got their ego invested in it, so they feel like the argument has to do with
Yeah.
arguing over their entire being, their own existence.
Which is
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't separate themselves from the conversation.
yeah, the opinion becomes their identity, kind of.
Yeah, they identify as their entire opinion. It's like, dude,
It's,
you don't have to. You can actually objectively perceive reality and then make a judgment. You don't have to identify as your belief system.
Right.
But yeah. I'm glad to have y'all here. And I'm really happy that you are here, Brandon. I'm glad that you're here to ask questions like that and to be friendly about it. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Let's see what's going on in the lobby.
Are you watching those videos, Brandon?
Oh, well, not yet since we're talking. I mean, I didn't want to, like, start one and then we start talking again. I know.
Oh, no, you're good. If you want to watch those, I can talk about the inverse square law of light while you're watching those, and then you just hop back in and just be like, hey. And I'll be like, what's up?
Alright, I'll pop out and watch them.
Cool.
You're good. We're just chilling, man. So.
Yeah, I guess I'll watch these. Let's see. Here we go. Wait, first inverse square law. Okay. Explained. Oh. There's no sound. Oh, nope.
Sound intensity and other applications. Example with spray paint, because spray paint also follows. This video is going to show you how to use the inverse square law and explain a little bit about how it works. So the inverse square law is used in several areas of science. We can use the inverse square law to describe the pull of gravity, the push and pull of charged particles, light intensity, sound intensity, and other applications of it. So let's do a little example with spray paint, because spray paint also follows the inverse square law. So the inverse square law.
Alright, right away. The inverse square law implies gravity.
Brandon.
What did you say, Brandon? I didn't catch that. I'm sorry.
First of all, it implies gravity. It's yeah. He's describing it with gravity.
I understand that they try to describe it with gravity, but it really doesn't have anything to do with gravity. It has everything to do with the fact that the light waves spread out and dissipate. And so by the time the light should be reaching your eyes, you're not going to see it because it's not a light wave anymore. It's a radio wave.
It's saying gravity exists. That's what I'm saying.
Are you saying gravity bends light? Is that what you're saying?
Gravity exists. That's what I'm saying. It's saying.
What do you mean?
That's the video.
Gravity, the cause of gravity or the effect of gravity?
Well, gravity itself, at the least.
Or which one? The effect or the
Mm.
cause?
Oh, I don't know. Doesn't say which one, because as soon as I heard gravity, I jumped back in to
Big G
say.
or little G?
So, is it possible for you to go back to watching those despite the fact that it says gravity? I know it says gravity. Those are in my playlist.
Yeah, I can go past. I can look past that. Definitely,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's something I got stuck on for a while. Sorry.
You're good. Don't get hung up on stuff like that because I mean we'll explain that. But if you want to finish watching the inverse
Previous conversation.
Yeah, we're talking about the inverse square law of light because yeah, so that he can understand how light waves how the light spreads out and eventually dissipates into like light waves go to radio waves, so on and so forth. So he was wondering why well, if the Earth is flat, how come we can't see the aurora borealis from here? You're not going to see it through that much atmosphere, number one. Number two, you're definitely not going to see it by the time all of that light is spread out. By the time that light is even reaching you, it's not even light anymore.
Yeah, and how small is it going to be as well? What's
Right.
your angle
I don't know.
of it? Like you're not even going to be able to make it out, even if you could see it.
Oh crap! I
Yeah,
just
that's
thought.
the whole point. Is
I'm gonna send you a message, Jimbo. I just thought something crazy,
Yeah.
but I can't say it here.
Like,
better fill me in.
Yeah, gravitational lensing is gravity affecting light.
Yeah, that's
gravitational
the
lensing.
Yeah, that's gravity affecting light, yeah.
Can you prove that?
I think. I don't know. Damn, I just made a claim. Fuck. Fuck you guys, alright?
He's learning. He's learning.
It's
good, bro.
oh,
I was like, no, look, I made a claim.
fuck off. No, just kidding.
No, that's good. That's good. You
Well,
recognize that.
Dude, I'm honestly proud of you because of the fact that you can recognize what's going on with yourself from stepping outside. Like, okay, I did that. Yeah.
well,
People can't admit that. They can't admit it, and you did, and that's awesome.
what I'm thinking
Just
gravitational lensing is like light bending around the different things that are in the sky, I guess, in your terms.
gravitational lensing is actually from like what they say is planets and stuff. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like bending around mass.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It doesn't exist on Earth. They only claim it exists in space.
Well, because it denotes distance, though. Yeah, that's you need a lot of distance for that to happen, and not much
Yeah, but you
error.
need to actually prove it happens before
Yeah.
you can
Just yeah.
gravity and bending of gravity. So first we need gravity. No,
Yeah, that's,
because we've got things do mold. Yeah, we've got that. So we've got the effects of gravity, if you want to call it that. Fair enough. What's causing?
uh, could it be the strong nuclear force? One of the fundamental forces of the universe? Physics? The strong
A lot of
nuclear force?
putting together, but do they actually mean anything?
The strong nuclear force. I don't know. It's
Remember, you don't want to make any weird claims.
the explanation I grew up with.
Me too, but
I mean,
yeah, I found that doesn't quite compute to the physical reality, the physical nature that we can observe.
I'll read that when I finish driving, Peter.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Hmm.
Oh, I was thinking about the anvil floating the Mercury thing, and I'm like, wait a minute. Our perspective of elements is completely wonky. We have to think of things a little bit different.
They do have a weight, don't they? 'Cause if you look on the
Yeah, I know.
on the periodic table, they come with a weight.
They're
I don't know what
the
the
density
I'll
of
read it.
the
I'll read it.
particle.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, it gets too close to stuff where people can speculate with, and that's why I'm not going to talk about it here, because
We can do that.
realize people could use that and get really weird.
yeah, I get with the tactics, so it's cool.
Yeah,
We disagree, but I like how they argue.
when you read it,
I like
it's
their tactics.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It just has to do with elements is all. It's like I'm kind of making a mental observation based off of everything that we've been talking about over the course of months.
These people are cool. I like these guys.
The last couple of months have been really good.
Dude, yes. I think I showed up at the perfect time.
Mm.
I was like, I'm
Oh.
gonna dive back into the flat earth pool real quick, and I jumped in right at the right time.
Bang.
Brandon, I have a really good to follow up with what you're looking at right now. I just realized that you need to have a look at this. Don't get thrown off by the title, because he actually goes into the diagrams of light waves, the frequency of light waves, the radio waves, and so on and so forth. So give that a look, because this is fantastic. Because this guy, he said, I'm studying to be a physicist. He's like, I noticed that I can see stars through the moon, and then he goes on to talk about why that is, with relevance to light.
Why can't I see through the atom? Is that it? Is that what the video's called?
Why can I see stars through the moon? She shared it in
Oh.
voice text.
Oh, okay, I see it. Why can I see through the moon?
What's weird about that is go ahead.
No, you go, mate. You started first.
I was just going to say, sometimes I see the same thing where people are talking about there be a star in that black void next to the moon, and then there's other times where you see like a black outline where it looks like there's this kind of darkened circle, and then part of it's illuminated. I've seen both of what people are talking about, and it is peculiar. It's very weird.
It looks like there's a round disc in front of the moon when it does that.
Yeah, no, I've seen.
Yeah, let's look at this video.
Hey, what's up? Hope your day's going great. So today's video obviously is not about music, but I do feel it's an interesting question. And the reason I'm making this video is just because I was curious about this and wanted to find the answer. And what I found online was very disheartening because others are asking the same question, and they are getting treated with complete rudeness, just being like, are you that dumb for actually thinking that light shines through the moon? And just a bunch of hateful name calling people idiots and stuff. I was just like, dude, it's just a question that somebody's trying to figure out. You don't gotta be rude about it. And then I came across another article about how this madness needs to stop about being able to see the stars through the moon. And he pointed out how, or this person, I don't know if it's he or she, but this person pointed out how apparently there's a bunch of countries who have a crescent moon with stars where there shouldn't be on their flags, and is that this question. And so, since I felt curious about this, and since everyone seems to be on the offensive,
Wait, what the heck? Wow.
Not words, because I believe that words are created by Yah. I'm talking about when they form them together, create manipulative things like this hocus pocus play on words. That's what I'm talking about. That's distortion.
That's the sorcery. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like if I call
Well,
it
actually,
you, right?
the sorcery is the pharmakia.
Yeah, that's true. Sorcery is does mean, because we're talking enchantments when we get the words.
Right.
So, yeah, you're right. Pharmakia is the sorcery. But that's like if I called you, and you think I'm saying Y-O-U, but I'm saying E-W-E, and I'm calling you a sheep.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like they can
Yep.
they can split tongue thing.
Yep. The double speak. It's a when these words are used in a manipulative way. I believe it's called neuro-linguistic programming.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, I'm kind of a brain hacker because I know how people's minds work, so I can just say simple things or do small actions and perform different tasks that'll literally make people have. I don't do it to manipulate people. It's hilarious. I see how people can manipulate people. It's more like comedy for me. Like I'll just do like making folks laugh and shit. But you really can. You can control somebody's mind directly. All you have to do is know their habits and how they generally think about something, where they're from. It's so easy to drop the words on somebody. It will make them do anything you want them to do. I understand how the mind control works and why it would work such widespread, especially due to peer pressure and kind of like the conformity test, like the Ash conformity test.
Hey man, you feel like You ever feel like you're initiated into the big club without being initiated into the big club?
I kind of agree with the idea that the real Illuminati, the real Illuminati ones, that's us. And,
Yeah, I was gonna say it.
the poser Illuminati, they're the ones pretending to be some diabolical, like, oh yeah, we got all the answers, and you don't know we are. We're nefarious and cloak and dagger and all. No.
Yeah. We see through that shit.
Yeah. Not that, I mean, there is some kind of money cult. There's this green privilege. I don't believe in white privilege. I believe in green privilege. That does exist. I'm just saying that they're not the illuminated ones. They have a false light.
Yeah.
It's more like the light that one of those the deep sea fish has, the anglerfish with the little things. That's the kind of light they have. It's not really a trap.
That's the weirdest fish I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
They're
It
really
is.
creepy.
That thing's either
Like
from
a
the
fishing rod, yeah?
yeah, no,
Rod on its head with it.
either
Yeah,
God made it
it's
that
like
way,
a
or that's some
little lure.
Nephilim. Yeah. I'm thinking either God made it that way, or that's like a Nephilim experiment remnant, like some kind of Pokemon or whatever left over from the First World Order.
I mean, what the fuck is a platypus, bro?
I know, like there's certain things that are just like, why?
Wait a minute, we've got two mammals that lay eggs.
It's weird.
Yeah, see?
The echidna
This is a why.
and the platypus.
We've
Yeah.
got the platypus and the echidna. Yeah.
Echidna, that's never really, I know it's so good eating, I never knew it.
Well, now I have to look that up because I definitely knew the platypus, but
And
it's like an Australian thing.
aren't they both native? Yeah, to Australia.
Echidna's like a anteater. Like
Yeah.
spiky anteater.
It looks like a giant anteater hedgehog.
Trivia time.
They're not that big. They're pretty small.
Oh, it's just the picture makes it look big. Okay, I get.
Yeah.
Yeah,
now
they're not very
this
big.
one. On this one, I
But
can
if
see
you look
grass
at
to
it-
compare it to.
If you look at it, it actually looks like a platypus with a smaller beak, the skinnier beak, with spikes.
That's true. It does.
Hey guys,
I'm gonna copy the image.
trivia time.
I have. Sorry,
What's the scientific term for a mammal that lays eggs?
Oh, damn it.
Not looking it up.
Echidna.
A what?
Echidna?
No. The scientific terminology for a mammal that lays eggs is a monotreme.
I'm not looking it up. It's on the tip of my tongue. I probably knew
On a
that
train.
way in the back of my mind. Like, yeah, I would have dug forever to find that one. Well, I like weird animals. Like marsupials, like are also really intelligent, or really incredible. I mean, like I think possums are cute. They only look ugly
I
when
want
they're
that.
And they're not even really aggressive. They're not even aggressive, really. Like raccoons.
Oh, I wouldn't. I don't think I'd have a pet platypus. They're poisonous. They're this little barb on their back, like they can kill you.
It's a poison or venom. Poison is offensive and venom is defensive.
That's true. Because one's if you eat it, you'll die, and the other's if it sticks you with it, you'll die.
Yeah.
So, Brandon,
Jenna, can I read something?
Yes.
So you're,
Yes, lady.
I want to agree. I'm sorry, Sasha. Brandon's absolutely right.
Sasha.
I was wrong. The word is not poison. It is venom.
Yeah.
You're
It's
correct.
venomous.
You're venomous. Yep, you're right. Because you eat poison, you get stuck with a venom. Go ahead, Sasha. My bad.
Repeating this once again because I'm not bored. You guys cannot prove anything on the day and night cycle. A theory cannot be true if it has one contradictory statement. So if you are claiming that Earth is flat, you've got to explain to me how does each section of Earth have different time zones then? I don't need your random shits about the curvature. Explain me this one simple.
Yeah, okay. I picked a screenshot of a video that's interesting. I see what you're talking about. Stars through the moon. Is it possible that a cradle, like
no.
there was? I don't know.
Bruh.
It's
I thought the same thing. Like, oh, well, is that star actually like the mirror they left
I don't know.
or something?
I'm just asking.
So yeah, I ran through it almost to the T. I know what you're saying, man. I get it.
Like Cradle Shine, kind of like
Yeah.
somehow.
What the heck is that? You gotta process it.
Like, you know what a cradle is? The land that's on the bottom of the cradle is like, I don't know, somehow reflecting light. Is that possible?
No, not at all. Look at how far away that little dot is from the rest of the
Yeah.
what looks like, you know, material of the moon.
It's
It looks behind it, even though it seems like it's on it. It also looks behind it.
I don't. I'm gonna have to do more analysis on it, though. I mean,
It looks like it. It's
yeah,
appearance.
it does. It looks. It's interesting. Yeah. I still don't think it's what they say it is, but it is interesting.
I find it interesting that sphere doesn't curve. That's so.
I want to ask Brandon, what do you think about that video, the last video of Why Can I See Stars Through the Moon? And it talks about the light spectrum. Did that help a little bit more with the, helping understand the inverse square law of light?
I haven't seen the whole video. I stopped when I saw the one screen of the light on the moon. So, yeah, I haven't seen the whole video yet. I'm just stopping at certain parts that seem interesting to me.
Right on.
I'm thinking about it.
You're living in US.
Oh, yes, I am living. Yeah, I do live in the US.
Why you changed the time in US and we didn't in UK?
The daylight savings? You mean daylight savings time? You guys don't have daylight savings time?
You changed the time in US, but we didn't in UK. How is that possible?
Yeah, it changes by like 1 hour every couple of years, doesn't it?
Yeah, but why you changed 2 weeks ago and we will change tomorrow?
Oh, I didn't hear about that. Like,
Yeah, but you changed 2 weeks ago. We will change tomorrow.
huh? The calendars changed also. I mean,
Yeah, but this is the Earth. The sun path is always the same, you know.
oh, I see what you're talking about. I think we based it's the past how we what we base the passage of time on. I don't know. It's
It's based on the sun.
oh, I thought we based it on the decay of cesium atoms.
Our time zones are not based on
Like,
the sun.
oh, not time zones.
You know, sun is going there and it's 1 hour there and then it's there and it's there and it's there and then it go out and it's dark. You know.
Hmm.
But why you change the time? 2 weeks ago we will now change. Are we stopping the sun?
I don't know. I'm not trying to debate. I'm just hanging out.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna debate you. That's not what I came in here for. Do you mind?
Nobody knows.
I mean,
Changing the time differently.
Well, right now, Sasha, he's trying to figure out if he can see a flashlight from across the Atlantic Ocean.
What?
From that far away, damn. I mean, that kind of scale, that I don't know. I don't know. It depends. It depends. I don't know. Shit.
Well,
It's thinking about it in 3D also. I don't know. I'm trying to, but it's not quite there.
Yeah, that's the whole thing about it is, you know, I could have a flashlight turned on, pointed at you at 4 or 5 football fields away, and at a certain point, you're not gonna see the light anymore. Like, I can go way far away, and, you know, like, probably see each other zoomed in through some cameras or whatever, but if I'm holding a little flashlight, probably not gonna see the light anymore.
At ground level, probably not. I mean,
Well,
if
that's the reality. I'm telling you, that's the reality. Light, once you get too far away from the light, you're not gonna see it.
Yeah.
Like this is why we've been saying that the stars would have to be a lot closer than they tell us. You know.
well, from ground level you wouldn't, but if you went up, you would be able to, wouldn't you?
No, you can already
I mean,
see. You can
yeah.
already see the stars from ground level. You can already see stars from ground level, which is what I'm saying. These stars aren't that far away. That's why you can see them. You know, if you
Yeah.
go too far away,
It's a claim.
stars can't be, light years away, and you're still seeing the light. You see what I'm saying?
That it's a
Doesn't-
claim
doesn't
that
work
they're
that way.
close. You did claim that they're close. So
Go up, can you see
it's
them better? Brandon, if you go up, can you see them better or
well, it's not like that for stars. I mean, it's
I'm saying if you go to space, do you see them better or you see them better from the ground?
if, and just outside the Earth's atmosphere. I mean, you haven't gone much closer at all.
Do you think
Yeah,
that
but
if
if
you
you go
go...
to the space, are they now meters to you or further to you?
Yeah, listen close to what Sasha's saying, bro. Like, think about it and just listen to him.
Well, no offense, but the broken English, it kind of throws me off a little.
Go to the space. He said, if you go to the space, are there stars nearest to you or they are further to you?
He's asking you if when you go to space, are you getting closer to where the stars are, or are the stars getting further from you when you go into space?
It's like you get maybe a little closer, but not much. If you're just outside the Earth's atmosphere, yeah.
But you would think you get something better, right?
Huh?
You get closer, you see something better, right?
At that, the scale is off, though. It's, I mean, damn. It depends what kind of distances you're talking about. I mean, damn.
What, you now said you are saying they are closer. No, I will say that they are there where they are. Okay?
Are you gonna see me light a lighter from like 5 football fields away? You're not gonna be able to see me light a lighter from
I get
all
that.
that distance. You're not gonna be able to see that light. It's
Huh?
really far from it, and it's a really small light. But I'm trying to get you to understand that these light waves are not traveling like really fast. They're not traveling fast. They're not like, going on forever and ever, because light waves they spread out, they dissipate. Okay? So if these stars are way the hell out there, billions of light years away, how in the hell are we even seeing them? It's like it's like trying to see somebody flicking a lighter from 5
From
feet
how?
away. You're not gonna see it.
Well, they're big. Definitely. I mean, how far do you have to go before you can't see the sun?
Yeah, Brandon, that means if you go to the space, they are big. That means that you will see even better.
You're not getting that much closer when you compare, dude. It depends how far the stars are away.
Okay.
We gotta figure out how far away they are.
You will not get so. Okay, I will accept that. But what is happening when astronauts go there and saying, "But we don't see the star"?
Who said that? I would like to get the citation for that. That would be interesting
Oh, does anybody
to find out.
the
Got it.
videos that
Come on it.
I couldn't see the stars in space. That's exactly what I want to hear.
there are astronauts like you have like 2 astronauts, maybe 4 of them, saying they see the stars and the planets and everything. But
I thought you
all others before them, that mean in 60s, 70s, 80s, nobody see the stars. Yeah.
They have testimonies that contradict one another, is what he's saying. And these are astronauts, so you should, if you can trust them, you should be able to trust all of them. But they're contradicting one another in every way.
That's probably due to that.
And you have astronauts saying you cannot see the stars. Now, who is telling? Because they're astronauts.
That's probably due to the fact that they're not good science communicators. I don't know. It's whatever. I'm keeping my mind open. I am definitely. Let's see.
Now, who to believe? That astronaut who is saying that we can see the stars, or that astronaut who is saying we cannot see?
Let's see.
So there were some astronauts, Brandon, that claimed that there's been two claims that one, oh yeah, you can see stars, and the other one, the other claim is that it is pitch black. And I've got a video right about here. So this comes from Neil Armstrong. Okay, this was recorded. This is Neil Armstrong saying, "Oh, well, the sky was a deep black."
Let me. I'm gonna deafen while I listen to this.
Okay.
Alright, today we're going to look at Neil Armstrong being interviewed by Sir Patrick Moore, aka Games Master.
Earth is quite beautiful from space and from the moon. It looks quite small and quite remote, but it's very blue and covered with white lace and, of the clouds, and the continents are clearly seen, although...
Aye, and remember...
Mr. Armstrong, I do realize that when you were on the moon, you had very little time for gazing upwards. But could you tell us something about what the sky actually looks like from the moon, the sun, the earth, the stars, if any, and so on?
The sky is a deep black when viewed from the moon, as it is when viewed from cislunar space, the space between the Earth and the moon. The Earth is the only visible object other than the sun that can be seen, although there have been some reports of seeing planets. I myself did not see planets from the surface, but I suspect they might be visible. The Earth is quite beautiful from space and from the moon. It looks quite small and quite remote, but it's very blue and covered with...
Holy shit, like I'm making connections to the actual psychology of the entire world, like how people were thinking. Whoa.
That's what I said. I was like, so 2015 would have been like the point where I kind of just stopped believing everything that I'd ever believed before. I put it all down, and I started to just kind of open up, look around, explore, really open my eyes. Yeah, dude, I've got chills, man.
No, they left us alone in reality. They left us alone in reality. They went off into the fantasy of their screens and left us alone to our own, to ourselves in reality to figure it out for ourselves, while they went off to go play games on the digital world, and their attention span kept dropping lower and lower. That's what happened. They left us.
That's
They're
true.
still here, but mentally. Dude, yeah, whoa.
The first thing I have to point out here is he said, yeah, he couldn't see them, but he said that doesn't mean other people haven't. He said other people might have, but he personally didn't.
Yeah, well, that's kind of like...
He didn't say they didn't exist.
It's like I could say, I've seen this, but I can't say Brandon's seen that because I'm not in his head. I don't know what he's seen. I can't tell you his experiences. Is what he was trying to say.
That doesn't mean they don't exist.
Well, he was making it clear he can only speak for himself.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
He's kind of covering his own ass so nobody can grill him on a interrogation type thing. But he was just saying, personally, this is what I experienced. And he's kind of washing his hands of it. That's what it sounds like. Which that's a good move.
What if he was just being honest and not why does it have to be like a nefarious thing to it?
Oh, I wasn't saying nefarious. He was kind of not it on that, because I didn't see anything, and I can't tell you what they saw. I don't know, but nope.
Yeah.
Like, I think that it was a weird situation, and that's why he reacted that way. Like, no.
I don't know.
That's what it's not nefarious. Just like when people get weirded out by something, like it's cognitive dissonance, man. That's what it means. Is when you have conflicting information and you don't know how to respond to it. So I'm not saying that he's evil. I just think the dude has cog dis because he doesn't know how to process what he saw and his own experiences versus what other people are telling him.
Alright, I'll keep listening to this.
Okay. A lot of cognitive dissonances, though.
White lace and of the clouds, and the continents are clearly seen, although they have very little color from that distance.
Aye, and remember, Mr. Armstrong has got to hear the right stuff to be able to go into outer space, and must have the physical and mental capabilities to win the Krypton factor twice over in one day. So when the Guardian's descriptive words and experience is no better than the Russian space dogs, I go investigate. Aye, here comes the science bit. Right. In order to find out if Mr. Armstrong is telling the truth, we're going to use two methods of experimentation. First method, we're going to measure his physical reaction to the questions, in this instance, the Gadget's eye movements. Take a look at this picture diagram. When a person is accessing real thoughts, sounds and emotions, that person will look to their left in an automatic response in retrieving that stored information. And so, when a person is looking to their right, that person is constructing or fabricating images and sounds, and at the same time trying to empathise with the lie, while constantly checking themselves for validity and continuity. They say the bigger the lie, the more the brain has to work to formulate the sequence. Therefore, this creates an automatic response in behaviour, which can be measured. Method 2 is a psychology method called linguistic text analysis, and has 4.
Wow, this is a lot of information to take in. But I don't know. I still disagree. But it doesn't matter. We can still be friends. I guess I'll unmute and see.
You're immune to it, so it won't.
Undeafen, I mean.
Oh, perfect. It's one of my favorite words.
One of the perks of having silver is you can say whatever the F you want without having to I don't know. I don't even.
Oh wait, thing is in the NC-72 just betting himself to Killfish for using that. Sorry to cut you off there.
I think one of the reasons why I never got booted for it is I put all of my curse words in images, like the etymology, so the bot can't read it, and it's just like, oh, it's a picture.
I want to ask, Gretz,